called the bench press. It is a exercise, a basic exercise that every beginner should do no matter what sport you're in.
So bodybuilding now is a whole lot.
You let it down the weight to the chest and you press it up.
Which muscles does that
That develops the chest muscles.
So now that we're set, the top position, we want to squeeze the toes.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Austrian Oak, is a name synonymous with bodybuilding excellence. Having conquered the bodybuilding world himself, he is not only an icon, but also a respected authority on the subject. In a recent podcast interview with Nick's Strength and Power, Schwarzenegger shared his perspective on who he believes were the top 3 bodybuilders of all time. Among the 3 individuals he mentioned, each has a unique legacy in the world of bodybuilding. Number 3. Ronnie Coleman, the King of Proportions. When Arnold Schwarzenegger talks about bodybuilding, it's not just about the past legends, but also about those who have made their mark more recently. Among the modern bodybuilders who have earned his praise, Ronnie Coleman stands out as a prime example of excellence. Ronnie Coleman's legacy in bodybuilding is defined by his massive shoulders, impressive width, and incredible proportions. He is known for his V-shaped physique, which includes broad shoulders, a small waist, and a stunning overall presentation. This combination of size and aesthetics makes him a standout figure in the world of bodybuilding. Coleman's reign as Mr. Olympia, where he secured multiple titles, cemented his status as a legendary bodybuilder. His sheer size and proportionality set new standards for what a modern bodybuilder could achieve. His physique, characterized by enormous muscle mass and aesthetic appeal, has left an enduring legacy in the sport. Arnold Schwarzenegger's admiration for Ronnie Coleman extends beyond just the physical aspect. He recognizes the incredible work and dedication that Coleman put into his training and the sport itself. Number 2. Totally Awesome Haney, the 1980s sensation. In the 1980s, the bodybuilding world witnessed the rise of a sensational athlete known as Lee Haney, fondly referred to as Totally Awesome. Haney's extraordinary physique earned him a well-deserved spot on Arnold Schwarzenegger's list of top bodybuilders. What defined Lee Haney's physique and his remarkable presence in the bodybuilding arena was a combination of factors. Haney had wide shoulders that gave him an imposing presence on the stage. His waist was remarkably small in comparison, emphasizing his V-shaped torso.
So now that we're set, the top position, we want to squeeze the toes. So here we go. There again, we want to emphasize the importance of using the weight. Stretching them, you'll be able to elongate the calf. If you don't stretch them out, it can develop into a high calf, the lateral delt and the rear delt and the traps. 4 different sections of the shoulders that will allow you to have good control, good form, and there again, the pyramid principle.
These physical attributes, combined with his overall proportions, made him a formidable competitor. But it wasn't just his physique that captured Arnold's admiration. Lee Haney's approach to bodybuilding and his contributions to the sport as a whole earned him the respect of both fans and fellow athletes. He was not only a great bodybuilder, but also a great human being. Haney's involvement in charitable work and his commitment to giving back to the community made him a valuable ambassador for the sport. Haney's achievements in the 1980s, where he dominated the Mr. Olympia competitions, were nothing short of extraordinary. He left an indelible mark on the sport during that era and remains an iconic figure in bodybuilding history. For Arnold Schwarzenegger, Haney represented the excellence that bodybuilding could attain, both in terms of physical development and personal character. Number 1. Steve Reeves, beauty of bodybuilding. When it comes to Steve Reeves, Arnold Schwarzenegger holds him in high regard, considering him one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time. What sets Reeves apart is not just his physical prowess, but also his aesthetic beauty. Reeves possessed a timeless physique that transcended eras and left an indelible mark on the sport of bodybuilding. Reeves' physique was marked by a perfect balance and aesthetics that captivated the audience and judges alike. His muscular development was symmetrical, and his proportions were simply extraordinary. He represented the epitome of a classic sculpted physique with a focus on symmetry and proportionality, elements that Schwarzenegger himself greatly values. In the world of bodybuilding, where mass and size often dominate discussions, Steve Reeves stood out as a symbol of grace and elegance. He was not just a bodybuilder, he was a work of art, and his physique was an embodiment of the idea that beauty and aesthetics could go hand in hand with strength and power. Arnold Schwarzenegger's admiration for Steve Reeves goes beyond mere physical attributes. It is a recognition of the impact Reeves had on the sport, helping to redefine the notion of bodybuilding and emphasizing the importance of an aesthetically pleasing physique. His timeless legacy continues to inspire bodybuilders and enthusiasts to this day. Now, let's dive into Arnold Schwarzenegger's top 5 rivals. Number 5. Mike Mentzer, critic and competitor. One of Arnold Schwarzenegger's notable rivals was Mike Mentzer, a bodybuilder who not only competed against Arnold, but also held contrasting views on bodybuilding. Mentzer's criticism of Arnold's approach to the sport added a unique dimension to their rivalry. In the 1979 Mr. Olympia competition, Mentzer made his presence felt by winning the heavyweight division. However, in the following year, Arnold Schwarzenegger made his return to the stage, and Mentzer finished in 5th place. This competition marked their direct confrontation, and despite the earlier criticism, Mentzer was unable to secure a higher position than Arnold. Mike Mentzer's critique of bodybuilding's emphasis on mass and size, as opposed to aesthetics and balance, brought a philosophical dimension to the rivalry. While their differences in approach fueled discussions within the bodybuilding community, it was on the stage that they settled their rivalry.
If you go to most bookstores now, you'll see at least 2 or 3 dozen bodybuilding books.
Arnold's victory in the 1980 Mr. Olympia marked the culmination of their competition. Number 4. Chet Yorton, the first man to beat Arnold. Chet Yorton holds a unique place in bodybuilding history as the first person to defeat Arnold Schwarzenegger in a competition. This historic moment occurred in the 1966 NABBA Mr. Universe competition. While it was an amateur competition, Yorton's victory was a significant achievement and a testament to his prowess as a bodybuilder.
My fellow natural bodybuilders throughout the world that train and compete, committee members for accepting me this year. I really appreciate it.
It's a whole different thing. We trained for symmetry and proportion.
That's tough.
Personal appearance, aestheticness.
And last but not least, this is all natural.
And what it is now, it was, like I say, mostly health, but then, we trained.
Arnold's loss to Yorton in 1966 remains a memorable event in bodybuilding lore. Yorton's success in this competition was not just a victory over Arnold, it marked a defining moment in the early days of Arnold's career, motivating him to push harder and continue to improve. Chet Yorton's accomplishment serves as a reminder of the competitive nature of bodybuilding and how even a single loss can motivate athletes to reach new heights. Yorton's victory over Arnold remains a remarkable chapter in the history of the sport.
There you go. Never took steroids in my life.
And the bodies were totally different. Now it's just a bunch of freaks.
And of course, at 70, I won't start now.
It's a freak show now. Like I say, back in my day, the guys were proportionate. They were
Never took them. Had a chance. Almost got trapped into it.
were symmetrical. They looked good. Now they're just a bunch of freaks.
Number 3. Lou Ferrigno, beyond sports rivalry. Lou Ferrigno, renowned for his massive chest and towering frame, emerged as a significant rival to Arnold Schwarzenegger in the bodybuilding world. Their rivalry reached its peak in the 1974 Mr. Olympia competition, where Ferrigno finished as a runner-up. What sets their rivalry apart is that it extended beyond the confines of the bodybuilding stage. Both Arnold and Lou transitioned into successful acting careers, and they often competed for strongman and action hero roles in Hollywood. This rivalry in the entertainment industry added an extra layer of competition and intrigue to their interactions. Lou Ferrigno's towering physique and charisma made him a formidable challenger to Arnold's dominance. Despite not securing the Mr. Olympia title, Ferrigno's presence in the sport and entertainment world made him a memorable and beloved figure among fans. Number 2. Frank Zane, the Game Changer. Frank Zane is a 3-time Mr. Olympia title holder and one of the select few who managed to defeat Arnold Schwarzenegger in a bodybuilding competition. Zane's significance in the sport extends beyond his victories. He represented a pivotal shift in bodybuilding's focus. In the late 1960s, Frank Zane introduced a new era of bodybuilding, emphasizing an aesthetic and well-proportioned physique over sheer mass and size. This approach resonated with many enthusiasts and athletes, challenging the prevailing dogma of bodybuilding. Zane's victory over Arnold in the 1968 IFBB Mr. Universe competition was a testament to his unique approach and his dedication to crafting a physique that balanced aesthetics with muscular development. While Arnold would continue to dominate the Mr. Olympia stage, Frank Zane's influence on the sport was profound, helping to redefine the ideals of bodybuilding. Number 1. Sergio Oliva, the only man to beat Arnold. Sergio Oliva holds a special place in the rivalry between Arnold Schwarzenegger and other bodybuilders. He stands as the only man to ever defeat Arnold and claim the Mr. Olympia title. Oliva's physique was marked by a perfect V-shape, which set new standards in bodybuilding aesthetics. Arnold's autobiography described Oliva as the myth and acknowledged the profound impact of Oliva's physique. In their encounter in 1969, Oliva secured victory over Arnold, marking a significant moment in bodybuilding history. Despite his loss to Oliva, Arnold would go on to defeat him in the following year, beginning his illustrious reign as Mr. Olympia. Sergio Oliva's unique physique and his historic win remain a defining chapter in the sport, reminding us that even the greatest can be defeated. In conclusion, Arnold Schwarzenegger's career was not just about personal victories, but also about the rivals who challenged him and pushed the boundaries of bodybuilding. Mike Mentzer, Chet Yorton, Lou Ferrigno, Frank Zane, and Sergio Oliva each brought their unique qualities and contributions to the sport. These rivals not only tested Arnold's mettle, but also played vital roles in shaping the narrative of bodybuilding, making it the dynamic and evolving sport we know today. That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.